Truth, lies, shenanigans.
All right, Olivia. Olivia, you're up next.
Come through,
So
girl. Come through.
after our quickfire on Gaga's dogs, you have a story with a sadder ending for another bulldog. Is this truth, lies, or shenanigans?
This is a truth and uh, a lie. That's it. Um, because I don't want to put on shenanigans
Shenanigans, because it
because
wasn't funny.
lives
Right.
have been lost.
Yeah.
So for me, if you're not familiar, there is a TikTok video of a French bulldog having a C-section. And
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you
Continue.
can
No,
talk
the
about
French
it.
bulldog is having a C-section, and we're gonna see it. It was live on TikTok.
Well, it wasn't live, but it was posted on TikTok.
Stream.
But yeah, go ahead. Explain what was happening.
Um, this French bulldog was pregnant,
Mhm.
and the owner, whom is one of those guys there, had hired a fake veterinarian or a fake doctor to do the procedure of a C-section. He paid him about $650, and he did the surgery online. Um, by the way, a 15-year-old was filming this. Now, the dog died. Babies died. Two babies died. This gentleman has said that he hired the fake doctor because he couldn't afford
That's the
for
procedure.
them to go to the doctor.
Mhm.
Now, I wish you could show the picture of their house because they live in a mansion.
Oh, I didn't see the picture
I
of the
haven't seen their house.
Oh, they live in a mansion. And my question to the panel is, um, question to the panel is, what do you feel like they're they have been charged, but the time hasn't been. We don't know what their time is. They've been charged with animal cruelty.
Animal
But
cruelty.
what do you, as a panel, feel um their crime, their
Their
time should
punishment.
be, their punishment?
All right, Robbie, go ahead.
Lifetime ban on any pet ownership. Remove that privilege from them. As much as we think that they're a right and they're a property, these are sentient beings. It is a privilege to be able to care for and live with these critters. This
Yes.
unlike, I mean, I understand what someone's saying about the vet bills, and just because they live in a mansion doesn't mean they have money. It means that they could be well overextended into the red. So the fact that if they're saying that they can't afford it might be true. Might be true because trying to keep up with the Joneses breaks a lot of people. So if you're living in a big house, you may not have two pennies to rub together. The real victim and puppies die during birth. That's just a right. That is a natural thing. So two puppies dying out of the litter at birth. Okay, the mom dying, that I'm going to put squarely on someone being unlicensed and not necessarily having the right operating theater and the right tools at their disposal because they are unlicensed. But yeah, these people should be facing whatever fines the state will levy against them, but a lifetime ownership on or lifetime ban on pet ownership is, I think, appropriate.
Um, I think they should definitely go to jail for a period of time because at least I would say at least it depends on the real circumstances. I mean, we're still hearing about this story, but if we're saying there was a person impersonating a veterinarian, that's the person who should be um, penalized the most. The owner, I mean, trying to take shortcuts, like I don't know. If I trust someone is saying that they're a vet and that hey, they say they could do this, and I might be willing to do that, and I would film it. I'd be willing if but I don't know. I certainly wouldn't post it on TikTok. Um, Afterwards, especially if I knew the dog passed away. Um, but this just shows a clear disrespect for animals in general. they're probably similar to a puppy mill, or they're trying to just breed or something like that. So they probably really don't care very much, and so this is probably an eye opener for them. But there should definitely be some type of penalty for them, especially it really the thing about the story that bothered me the most was the fact that they really didn't use anesthesia. They gave him some
Yeah.
type of
Why would they have
Yeah.
access to anesthesia if they're not a real
they're
doctor?
right, exactly. That's a good
Because
point.
it was a fake doctor.
Yeah. So they didn't use anesthesia. So he's operating on this dog with no anesthesia. But he was incapacitated. I think they used some type of smelling something or something to put him to kind of like put him to sleep. I don't know what they used, but I saw it in the video when they had his face smelling something. And so he was definitely not anesthetized. But yeah, it's something should happen to these guys. I can't really say.
Listen, ignorance of the law, ignorance of the fact that, oh, I didn't know he wasn't licensed. Although I thought I read that the owner of this dog did know that this person wasn't licensed.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Being
That he wasn't
ignorant
licensed.
of that fact does not exempt you from responsibility or punishment. To me, this was like mutilation and murder. And
Yes.
if I went and took a knife to my sweet beloved cat Remy and cut him open, I would be jailed. Like, they need to serve, both parties need to serve jail. I don't care if you feel like you can't afford this procedure, then take the damn dog to the Humane Society. You knew that this was not the right thing to do. $600? Who's giving a C-section for anything for $600? You knew that this was not right. And then where are you going where there is a medical procedure like this and your child is allowed to come in and take video? What?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Like this,
ma'am.
no. They both need to serve jail time, heavy
Yep.
penalties. Like Rob said, you can no longer own any pets ever. Like, this was just so disgusting to me. And honestly, I never even thought that I would be such an animal rights advocate until I got an animal. And so every time I see something cruel happen to an animal, I look at my cat and I give him treats because I feel so bad. I feel so badly. Like, I could not imagine just being this insensitive and stupid. Like, horrible.
All right, Olivia, your final thought?
No, yeah, I agree with everyone. I think these people need to serve jail time. Second of all, like Lizzie says, play stupid games, you win stupid rewards. But my problem is these innocent lives didn't have an option. So these people need to suffer. And I know I cannot say it. I know it will never happen. But these people need to be cut with a C-section with no anesthesia. And they need to lose some of their babies too. Okay? I'm very highly disturbed, but I hope they get the highest penalty. Should I read the number now or later?
Is this
Okay.
in Florida?
Yeah.
Because if this was in Florida, we know that, likelihood of them getting any good time is not going to happen in Florida. All kinds of crazy
Well,
stuff.
I will stick them with a knife and cut them open myself.
Look at
Hey,
she got
joking, y'all. She joking.
If you guys have if you notice any, because I'm walking and I see dogs outside at 20 degrees temperature. If you notice any animal cruelty, if you notice any animals being abused, call the 1-800 number, 1-800-540-SPCA. Again, 1-800-540-SPCA. Report the animal cruelty. They're not like children, but they are in a way like children because they can't speak for themselves. And let us speak for them.
Children. They're more vulnerable than children because, like you said, they can't speak. They can't tell you what's going on, what's happening. So yeah.
So Gianni pointed out. She said, and she put a knife on the screen.
What?
She said cut, like she said cut them, right? Oh, Kevin Thaxton pointed out, why is there whimsical music in the video? That was another thing, and we couldn't understand
They
either.
didn't want to cover up that baby screaming. They didn't want to cover up that mother screaming.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Gary Winters, Dario Winters says we have a generation that is not read and therefore studies the past. Oh, I'm going too far back. Johnny Storm says I would never rely on an unlicensed random to open up my
for
dog's
anything.
stomach.
For
Right.
anything, like if I need a C-section, I'm pregnant, which is not ever happening. But if I'm pregnant and I need an emergency C-section, you think I'm gonna go to my neighbor down the hall?
exactly.
$600
Exactly.
to cut me open? Like, come on.
So jail time, we all agree that jail time needs to be. They need to all serve.
I don't think
we
Rob
agree
B
to
said
everything?
jail time. Did Rob B say jail time? I said jail.
I said whatever penalties they have coming to them
No.
in that
Jail
state.
or no jail?
That's what she wants to know.
She got the knife,
Oh,
Robbie.
yeah,
You better
no.
answer the question.
It's all right. I'm safe. She can't travel across the border just yet.
He's protected.
No, but these people should be punished. Yeah, it's jail time would be appropriate because this is animal cruelty. It's needless suffering.
All right. Let's move on to the next hot topic.
Truth, lies, shenanigans.